did you guys need a second intermission just to sort of catch your breath and maybe save by the bell a little bit there the way they were going?
Yeah, I mean, they got the best player in the world, so he can, make stuff happen. But we had a couple mistakes here and there, and just needed to regroup. We treated the game after the second as 0-0, and just gotta get one more than they do and get the win. And we were able to do that, so that's good.
How impressed are you that you were able to get momentum back like that after that period to sort of take over the third there for a little bit anyways?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we just needed to play the same way we were playing in the first, and just get the forecheck, get pucks deep, get pucks out, shoot some pucks, and obviously we were able to score a couple, and held the lead at the end. So got to be happy with the points.
How much fun was that game? Is that a fun one? I mean, when it's up and down and back and forth like that?
Yeah, probably for the fans. I'm sure the coaching staff's not loving that game, but doesn't matter at the end of the day. We got 2 points, and that's really the only thing that matters.
Does it? I guess along with that, does it matter that of who you played? You guys have beaten these guys twice. It's from the confidence standpoint and things like that you guys are trying to build here.
Yeah, I mean, like the last couple weeks, or pretty much like after the break, we've beaten some top teams, and who's they're battling for points, and it always makes us feel better when we can take points from someone who actually needs it. Yeah, so I mean, it's building our confidence, winning these big teams and these tight games, and just try to learn how to win at the end.
Patty, how happy were you for Jack to have that kind of a game, especially in that third period?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a selfish play, not passing it to me in a 2-on-1, but, that's just typical Jack. But, I would have been pissed at him if he didn't score, but, no. I was obviously happy for him. He's, had a tough year scoring-wise, and just happy for everyone here who gets a goal, and especially for Jack. He's been working hard, and, he's been getting chances, but just haven't been able to score, so he had a great night.
What did you think of your dad's coaching strategy today?
Well, I mean, I'm a little bit biased, but I thought it was pretty good.
Smart kid.
Sure, yeah, she's right answer.
Brad, the third period obviously swung your way. When it, after a rough second period, what was said in that second intermission, or what was the approach going into the third?
I don't know if it swung our way in the third. I mean, the second was a strange one. We built the lead, and then they get a goal. It's a weird goal because Corpy can't get down. It's a bad angle goal, and he can't get down as a butterfly. Then you take a 5-on-3, which that's just a recipe for disaster, right? And then they got some momentum. When the thing is at 4-2, we had 2 or 3 great looks to get it to 5-2, and we don't get it. And then McDavid does what he can do, and then they got some momentum from there, and they carried that right into the third. I mean, they were peppering us really good in the third. I thought Corpy stood tall, and then we made him pay for a couple mistakes. That was the key, Jack, with 2 huge goals.
Over here, I'm just kind of curious and wondering. The building's packed. It's kids' takeover day. Obviously, everyone's a lot of fun. It's a 6-5 game. McDavid's doing his thing. I mean, as a coach, you're locked into the game, but can you kind of realize just how much fun people were having today?
Yeah, I was having a lot of fun. And then the fun went away for a while. And then I was having more fun. Then I had some more fun. And I think you could probably pick those moments. But yeah, you're locked in. But you could feel the energy in the building. They're great nights. I mean, we had Claire in there. She read off the starting lineup, and what a sweet little girl. She came in, and I'm sure they'll see it at some point. But just stuff like that, it humanizes the game real quick, and the importance of, and it kind of takes away. Sometimes we get caught up in some of our own issues and problems, and you see something like that, and that'll sober you up real quick, and watch her do her thing, and watch Ollie give her a big hug. Olivier's her favorite player, so he was for sure in the starting lineup, and gave her a big hug at the end. It was really neat. So yeah, great night.
I was in that short-handed goal, McDavid's short-handed goal. Boy, that starts, you feel like you're in a pretty good spot, don't you?
Never. Nope. Not when he gets it, and not when you have a forward back there. And, you're on the high half wall there, and he pulls it out. And the thing with him, he gets to speed so fast, so fast. It's another level where he's at right now, and so whenever you got a forward back there taking on a one-on-one, it's usually a little bit terrifying. But with him, that's a whole nother level of terrifiedness, if that's even a word. And so he just, he comes at you with such pace, and he's so dangerous. He's finishing now. He's almost at 50 goals, which is crazy, right? So you're never comfortable, and that's the thing. We had a couple looks to get it to 5-2. That was the frustrating part, because now it's 4-3, and they've kind of taken back the momentum.
Rarely in a 6-5 game does either goalie shine. But what did you think of Korpisalo today, even in a 5-goal
Yeah,
game?
how many times you give up 5? Your goalie was very solid tonight. We were doing just fine in front. I thought we were protecting the slot and doing a great job there. But once they got some momentum, he had to really stand tall, and he was excellent. The last half of the second, all the way through the third.
Brad, you've always talked about the young players trying to get experience with a bit of an inexperienced lineup. What can a game like this do for them? Now 2 wins against the Oilers, going through this kind of game, how can that help with the growth?
Well, anytime you're winning, and for them to feel the energy in the building, and you're up 4, right, and then it's bang, it's 4-4. So for me, someone was asking about the message between the periods was. We got completely distracted, and we were worrying about things that we had zero control over. Frustration built in, and you can sense it, you can see it, you could feel it. And so, to me, that's where you have to learn. And not that the third went perfect. We were opportunistic in the third. They came at us hard, and that's where Corpy was at his best, no question. So, finding different ways to win is important against really good hockey teams, and they got some extremely elite players over there, and we found a way.
Just wondering, 16 goals from Marchenko now in 36 games. Just how impressive is it what he's been able to do in such a short amount of time at this point?
Yeah, we keep talking about him, right? And he scores in different ways, doesn't he? First one's right in the blue. Second one's off the rush, just slings it. So, again, he had another look there later on for almost a hat trick. He's a guy who knows. Again, I keep saying this. What I like about him is how hard he works at his game. He doesn't just sit on the 15, 16 goals and pat himself on the back. He is constantly trying to find new ways to score and asking questions. He is so inquisitive about the game in all 3 zones. And it's not just scoring. It's about everything. So you love seeing guys get rewarded because of that, because of the work that he's putting in, and he's working on different ways to shoot it, and he's moving, and he's working on different angles. So he's got a bright future, just because I think his hockey acumen is very good, but I think the way he puts the work in behind it, he could be a real special player.